Hi, welcome. Thanks for watching. So if you're watching this, you probably have that question on your mind: is hypnosis real? I'm going to level with you today because I get this question a lot. In fact, I'd say at easily 50% of the people that I meet, when I tell them I do massage, I tell them I do hypnosis. I used to do massage. When I do hypnosis, they ask me, is that real? Does that really work? Of course hypnosis is real. And I don't really, honestly, I don't really know why it's so hard for people to believe. I know for myself, I always thought it was sort of almost magical. So I've been studying hypnosis for over 30 years. And in all that time, it wasn't until about the last 10 years or so when I actually started to go, I think this might actually be real. So, in fact, I even had somebody write me recently and said, I know you won't tell me the truth, but is hypnosis real? So, yes, absolutely it's real. Let me explain to you, I think, the reasons why I think that people think it may not be real. Number one is that magical effect. In fact, the name of my company is Mental Magic Hypnosis. But I think of it as magical because it's just so amazing. It's not because it's an illusion, it's because it's absolutely amazing. So I think that a lot of people think that it could be fake, not real, because of that factor. It just seems so amazing, especially if you've seen a show. You may have seen me cause someone to lose a body part. When you see things like that, I know it's easy to imagine, wow, this can't be real. And I think also when we hear about people that, for instance, go to a couple of sessions for hypnosis to quit smoking, for instance, and they may think, wow, that's amazing, that's impossible. How's that possible? And so there's that amazement factor, I think, that causes a lot of people to think that it's maybe fake. But I assure you, I've used it myself. I used it to quit smoking. I used it to lose over 70 pounds. And I think that's the other reason why we oftentimes think it can't be real, because it just seems like that's impossible, that you could just listen to somebody talk to you for 20, 25 minutes and have such a monumental change. I will tell you, it's actually been researched now. So we don't have to just take it on blind faith like maybe in the past they did. It's been researched, people. In fact, after this video, you might want to just type in hypnosis research. It's been researched for at least the last 50 or 60 years by major universities, including, have you heard of this one? Stanford. That's right, Stanford University has studied it and found some proof, really, that it does work. I will tell you, too, it doesn't work the same for everyone. And I think that may be another thing that causes people some confusion and to think, well, maybe it's not real. Now, also I want to tell you with the research thing, you can actually look on YouTube and you'll find videos of people undergoing surgery with no medication, just the hypnosis. Kind of phenomenal. Dental care and everything. So what I want to tell you is, please, give it a shot. Give it a try. There's all kinds of things that people use to make change, and hypnosis is just a tool. Now, I will tell you, so some people do have like that really magical experience. Let me just tell you about a couple of those. These are my two favorites, so if you've heard them before, I apologize. I had a woman that was totally against exercise completely, and I worked with her, and she came back in a month and she told me that her exercise bike was talking to her now. Okay, now that's an extreme case, all right? I've been using hypnosis for 30 years, and I've never had any exercise equipment talk to me. I had a client that was a self-acclaimed, self-professed chocoholic. He comes back in a month, and I asked him about he didn't mention the chocolate. I asked him, I said, well, how are things with the chocolate? And he goes, oh, I actually forgot about chocolate. He forgot about chocolate. I never forget about chocolate. Again, I've been doing hypnosis for 30 years, and I've never once forgotten. Although I will tell you that I do have some cases. In fact, someone that I'm working with right now, and in fact I'm going to be working with her in about a half an hour, kind of struggling. It hasn't been quite that magical, and so we're trying different techniques. So I'll tell you one of the things that I find a great metaphor for hypnosis. I like to liken it to antidepressants. Number one, because I've had a lot of experience with them. Because I used to go through terrible bouts of depression until I cleaned up my lifestyle and started using hypnosis more. And even even when I'm up in Seattle too long, I start feeling a little, so luckily I'm in Phoenix now. But I think of it just the same way as pharmaceuticals or any kind of treatment. Some people, for instance, antidepressants. I have a friend that can start taking antidepressants and within days starts to feel better. For myself and a lot of people, sometimes it takes 4 to 6 weeks before you notice any change. Sometimes you don't notice any change at all with that particular medication, so you got to switch it up, do a different medication. Hypnosis is the same way. So this client that I'm working with, it's a practice of hypnosis. It's not this one thing works for every person. So while it's pretty easy to learn how to hypnotize someone, it really is. You can look on YouTube and find out. It's a lot more challenging to find out the exact technique, combination of techniques maybe with hypnosis, NLP, maybe even EFT, those kind of things. You're going to work for that person. So what we do is we keep trying things until we figure out what's going to work for them. And that's one of the things that I often will have people say, well, I worked with a hypnotist and it didn't work. And it's kind of tough for me to figure out. They say, well, why didn't it? It depends. I have no idea what that person did, what their qualifications are, or anything like that. So I think that wraps it up for today.
Thanks for watching. For more videos or information about hypnosis, please visit JimKellnerHypnotist.com. Take care, be well, be awesome.